because I feel like in these days, we're going to be having lots of dreams. And to start off, what we're going to be talking about, I want to speak about it's a scripture in the book of Acts. It's chapter 2, verse 17. It says, "In the last days, God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men and I can't even read here. Sorry, guys. And your young men will see visions, and your old men will have dreams of dreams." So, I had a dream recently, which I feel like is probably something in the lines of the rapture and the tribulation, or maybe after the rapture. I've been seeing so many videos regarding dreams of the rapture, and there's so many people saying so many things about that. We don't know when that's going to happen. I do believe that it is going to happen. It's going to be on a regular day, when you least expect it. So that's why you need to, get tight and get right, basically, with God. But my dream, I was in the basement. I've had several dreams where I do not know why I'm in the basement. Listen, I don't live in the basement, so I don't know why I have been having dreams of basements, but I was in the basement, and I was playing basketball. And while playing basketball, I noticed there were 3 individuals looking at me. There was like the basement window. They were looking at me, and I don't know why I was playing basketball. I don't know what the significance is that I was making my shots playing basketball, and the basement ceiling was kind of high, so the ball wasn't really a huge one. It was more of like a medium sized ball, and the court wasn't really big. But nonetheless, there was 3 individuals looking at me, and one of them I noticed was a female, and the other 2 were just there. I'm not sure if they were men, not really sure. But the female looked at me and was like, "Hey, are you Jaysson?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she was like, "Can we come in? We'll put our guns down." And I don't know why she said that, because I didn't see any guns, but she said that in my dream. And then I didn't say anything, and then she said, "Are you single?" And single, I don't know how. So let me just tell you the dream, and then what I think about this, and then maybe you guys can help me too. But she had said, "Are you single?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Can I come in?" And I said, "No." And next thing you know, I noticed that all 3 of them were already it's almost like they teleported into the basement, because I don't know how they even came into the basement through the window. I'm just not even sure, but they came in, and the lady was wearing like a trench coat, and she had blonde hair, and she said, "We're from the White House. You're under arrest." And I was like, "What? Like, what just happened?" I felt hopeless. That's one thing that I felt. I felt really, really hopeless, and I started crying for Jesus. At that very moment, I started praying. Because I felt like I was about to be taken, and I don't know where I was going to be taken to, but she showed me. I did see a badge, and I just saw colors on the badge, and the colors were like yellow, blue, and white. And I was praying, and I started screaming for Jesus. At that very moment, I was in my knees getting cuffed, and I woke up. And started praying. I started praying Psalm 61. Hear my cries, attend my prayer. Until the ends of the earth I will cry. And when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. It's one of my favorite prayers to pray whenever I'm in a moment where I need some hope and I need some guidance. And I don't know, I didn't really, at that very moment, I didn't really take it as a rapture dream, or a tribulation dream. But after a few days and after watching videos, sometimes our dreams never really like speak to us right away. It takes a few days to kind of understand what your dream was about, and sometimes you may never understand. But I've been asking God lately to help me understand my dreams, and to also give me dreams, of what is to come. Yeah, so this one I came to an understanding on my own understanding, but after trying to read about it and learn more from many other dreams that people have had, and see if there's any significant, any relations. And I feel like that dream was probably a dream of how you would feel if you were left behind. It had like the hopeless feeling of being taken, and then there being no reason why you're being taken, because just the mere fact that I don't remember doing anything wrong, and I was just taken. And it was a regular day. Again, it was a regular day. I was playing basketball, one of my favorite sports to play, and I could play that, just non-competitive, just play. It's one of my favorite things, and it was a regular day. I was just shooting hoops, and for some reason, I'm over here getting locked up. So I feel like it was a regular day, regular moment, and people just showed up from the White House, okay, and they cuffed me. And the feeling of being hopeless and not knowing why you were being taken was very very, very weird, and it threw me off. And the fact that in my dream I had the understanding that of Jesus, and to pray, right? To pray. Sometimes in your dream, I feel like God takes that away from you, from knowing Him, so that you can be more in tune with whatever your dream may be of. And sometimes you don't remember to cry for Jesus, but I did in this dream, and I feel like there was a reason why. So that's one of my dreams.
I think when I first heard your dream, because this isn't the first time I've heard it a couple times now, but when I first heard your dream, at first it was an odd dream, but then it's still laid in line with like your basement dreams, because I believe that's like your fourth basement dream that you've had. And before the basement dreams, the way we've categorized it after we've went over it was that the first one was about a shadow, the second one was about a light, and then the third one was about some type of doorway or passageway, and then this is the fourth one, which we haven't really discovered the deeper meaning yet, but it could be something similar to you're alone, your family's not with you, and they came and got you because of the fact that you might have been one of God's servants or something. That's what I feel like that dream really means. It's in the world there's going to come a point where just because you know God, just because you know Jesus, that the FBI, whatever they are, they're going to take you. I feel like that's the time that's going to come, and it might be soon. The scripture you just read saying that in the last days that the older men are going to have dreams, not visions but dreams. So I feel like that's a big message taken out from that dream. And then also the one scripture says, Numbers 12:6, it says, "And he said, hear my words, if there's a prophet among you, then I the Lord will make myself known unto him in visions, and will speak unto him in dreams."